So, the iQue Player, it's a pretty fascinating piece of Nintendo hardware. If you're unsure what the iQue Player is, it's basically the Nintendo 64 that was released in China. I'm not going to go into a whole detail to really its history and stuff like that. There are certainly other videos that cover that topic here on YouTube, but today I want to talk about specifically one piece of hardware that was recently made to accompany it. So a little bit of stuff about the iQue, and that is it's a Nintendo 64 basically built into the whole controller itself and doesn't actually plug into anything. It is the console, the games, everything just in the controller itself, and plugs into a TV kind of like a plug-and-play system does. So with the iQue Player, they did release an accessory for it way back when, where you would actually plug it into a little box that you could use for multiplayer. Because the console itself was a plug-and-play, games like Star Fox 64, Mario Kart 64, games that had multiplayer, they still wanted to make use of the multiplayer aspect since that was really big on the Nintendo 64. So what they did is they developed a box, a multiplayer box where the iQue would plug into that box instead, and then they had multiplayer specific controllers that you would also plug into that box. And then from that box, you plug it into your TV just like any other type of device. But what I have here is actually a fan-made sort of homebrew-esque device that replicates this functionality as well as adding extra functionality to the iQue itself. And this is the first sort of accessory that the iQue has officially had in over 20 years. And that is this little guy. This is called the iQue Breakouter, and I didn't name that, that's just what it came as. The benefits of the iQue Breakouter, which is what I'm just going to call it from now on for the sake of simplicity, is it actually supports S-Video out. The normal iQue Player can only support composite out. And while that's okay, I mean, nowadays we have so many different ways that we can output video, the iQue Player actually has the ability to do S-Video. The iQue Player is actually capable of doing S-Video, but the provided cables don't actually support it, and there's no way to officially do it. So this Breakouter actually has the ability to do S-Video out, which is a massive boost compared to the standard composite video. The other added bonus that it has is on the front of here, we get a couple extra little things. We have what looks to be like a VGA, and then a few little connectors. These are actually going to be replacing how the iQue interfaces with it. So here, this is what looks like a normal VGA cable. There's actually a very specific type of VGA cable that has to be provided for this that is called HD15. And that's so that it can carry certain pinouts as opposed to normal VGA. And then these little connectors on here actually get buddied up with little other connectors that are provided. And they look something kind of like this. So this is a normal Nintendo 64 controller plug, but at the end is the connector for the iQue Breakouter. And so, by connecting the little dongle to the iQue Breakouter, now I have the ability to plug a normal Nintendo 64 controller in for multiplayer. This also allows for the iQue to be replaced with a normal N64 controller, as I believe this first port can be used as Player 1 as well. So using iQue Player games, you can play with normal Nintendo 64 controllers. This also has the added benefit of course, using normal Nintendo 64 controllers for multiplayer. So at the end of it, what it can really do is it has the ability for the iQue Player to plug in using a very specific HD15 connector. It allows you to use normal Nintendo 64 controllers for both Player 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then allows you to do S-Video out as well as composite if you would still like to use it. Another neat little thing is that the iQue Player is powered by an AC adapter. Here you can actually use a normal like USB-C power delivery cable as well as any sort of power delivery wall brick you have. And it does require a certain spec. I will put it up on screen here somewhere if I remember which one that it actually requires. And then on the side of it, there's actually another USB Type-C port, and that is for connecting to the computer, because the iQue Player is able to load games using the iQue at Home software on the computer, and this is how you can still kind of connect it to the computer to get that functionality still. This is normally a part where I would love to show off this and show how it all functions and how much better the video quality looks. Unfortunately, while I do own an iQue Player, I do not have it right now. So it is unfortunately not in my possession at this moment, so I won't actually be able to show all the functionality of this. but I wanted to make a video to cover it now that I actually have it in my possession. So for people that are watching that may own an iQue and are probably wondering, well, how did you get this and where can I get one? Well, unfortunately right now there is no way to get it. The individual who made this sent it specifically to me, and I talked to him for a little bit, and he says that currently there are no plans to actually sell them through himself because he just don't want to deal with all of it. He was mentioning in the Discord server we use for iQue player stuff that just shipping in general is a hassle and he doesn't want to deal with it. But he did let me know that he has plans in the future to make it open source so that people can build their own version of this if they would like to. And I think that this, going forward, would be not only the best replacement for the iQue multiplayer box, but just a really good companion for any iQue player at all, simply because of the S-video output. It makes it so much better than the composite and so much more useful. And then the USB-C power delivery is so much easier than trying to find a simple converted power adapter for the iQue. This is just something I wanted to cover really quickly because I got it and I think it's a cool piece of fan-made technology that will certainly make the iQue player a whole lot better. And I will certainly cover more of it when I get my iQue player back, and I will make a follow-up video where I actually can show off the functionality of all of this, and that way it'll actually, have some value. But right now, I just wanted to make this video because I have it and I wanted to talk about it and get this known that there currently is a project that expands on the functionality of the iQue player, which I think is really cool. So yeah, with all of that, that's pretty much all I really had for this video. I do want to thank my YouTube members. I appreciate all the support. If you do want to check out videos early, if you want to see specific videos to members only, feel free to click the join button below. If you did enjoy, hit subscribe. Like I said, I'll do a follow-up. So if you're interested more about this and want to see it actually in action, hopefully sometime in the future I can actually get video proof of it once I have my iQue back. And then let me know what you think of it. If you've ever seen an iQue player before, if you've ever been interested in it, or people that may already own them, just let me know what your thoughts are on something like this. But with that, that'll be all it for me. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.